My name is René Pool. I'm affiliated with VU Amsterdam, and there I am assistant professor, so performing education and research, and I'm also a researcher in the BETTER4U project, where I'm involved in conducting science to understand the underlying causes of obesity. You can look at vulnerability from various perspectives, so for instance socially or economically, so maybe people who have less money than others are in a vulnerable position. So we all know that cheap food is usually not the best food, and that might contribute to obesity. On the other hand, there's also something like biology and genetic predisposition to become obese or to stay thin. So those are things we should also consider. So how can we help vulnerable people or vulnerable population? Understanding why. On the basis of that, find strategies that might help these specific people. We can try and find a diet or an exercise program especially made for you, so we can prevent you becoming obese. So environment, that can mean a lot. I like to think as environment as, for instance, your situation at home. Are you living as a single person, or are you married, or do you have a stable relationship? Do you have children? Do you have friendships? So those are environmental factors that might play a role in all kinds of things, including obesity. And then socio-economic, that is can also be the environment, for instance, the neighborhood where you live in. A bad neighborhood or a good neighborhood might also influence your risk of becoming obese or not becoming obese. That's a simple question, but it's very difficult to answer. We are probably all familiar with depression. But depression is very difficult to study because you have all kinds of forms of depression, and one person might gain weight by stress eating, while the other loses its appetite. So that person will lose weight. So it's very important to dive deeply into those effects. So this is only depression, and there's lots of aspects for mental health. Yeah, this is where science comes in. So we need to understand. Once we understand, we can help policymakers, or we can help people. So long-term weight gain management, difficult words. To my mind, that means you want to have a long-lasting effect from a treatment, like a physician or a dietitian that consults you, the patient, and have a long-lasting lifestyle change, for instance, that will reduce your BMI, so that's a measure for obesity, and helps you live a healthy life for a longer period of time. And if that's not a long-lasting thing, people tend to go back to their old habits. They're back at the point at which they started. So that's a waste of effort for everybody involved, and ultimately also a waste of money. So yeah, I think that's also what's meant by sustainable. So society can carry the burden of this endeavor. Yeah.